bench pressing almost 400 pounds. You're doing all these crazy things. You're Superman. You're dancing all the time and dunking on folks. You're Superman.
Yeah.
It wasn't no knock on Shaq. And that was the thing that I hated the most, is the fact that he always thought I was trying to be him or be like him. But again, if I wanted to be you or be like you, shouldn't you take that as a compliment and to show how great you are as a player and a person?
Yeah. Shaq took it personal.
I never wanted to be Shaq in any level. Now, have I wanted to take certain things from him, his life, and implement for my life?
Of
Hell
course.
yeah, I do that with Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, LeBron James, all these people. Why? Because they have certain things that I'm like, hey, I could use that and make myself better.
Yeah.
I see how Magic Johnson smiled all the time. I'm gonna smile.
Yes.
All he did was smile.
Yeah, I
and
forgot
have a
about
good
that.
time.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I smile?
Yeah.
Magic Johnson smiled and got him all this stuff. So let me smile. All right, Shaq, I just never. He's 7'3", 7'2".
That's so crazy. They used Dwight Howard's smile against him throughout his career. Like every single time, you always saw Dwight Howard with the biggest smile, and it rubbed people the wrong way because this dude was like, what, 7'1" and just shoulders the size of boulders. Like he had like a juggernaut like presence, but his smile created like this narrative that he was soft, you know. And they used that against him, and it's crazy considering that he used Magic Irvin Johnson as an inspiration behind always wanting to smile and stuff like that, where I guess everybody wanted him to have that exterior of being a competitor, but you'd be surprised what inspires people, man.
Big old, that's him.
I ain't know that.
Never disrespected him.
Yeah.
But he's always had something to say. And, you know, there's times where I gotten upset and I'm like, yo, Shaq, this got to stop, man.
Oh, so you actually talked to him about it?
I tried to. I literally, during Dancing with the Stars, somebody said that they're really close with Shaq, and they were working with me. And I said, hey, man, do you mind sending Shaq a message, you know, to try to figure out, like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Can we have a sit-down conversation? Because every conversation or every time I hear or see something about you is you disrespecting me on some type of level. And at this point, I'm like,
it wasn't just
do
you,
we
Dwight.
need to throw hands? Like, what are we doing? Because I have not ever, like, for me, the only thing I would do with Shaq is mimic his voice. Do like that. But what else can I mimic him about? Like, he's Shaquille O'Neal, is the most dominant center ever.
But yeah.
But again, he keep saying stuff about me. So it's like, hey, bro, do you really want to, like, do we need to go ahead and squabble?
So I'm gonna do this, Chassis. I'm sorry. I'm gonna just say this. Shaq, I would love to referee. I am the culture referee. I'm dead fucking serious. We both in Atlanta. Shaq, I would love to sit you on one side, Dwight Howard on the other side,
right in the same room.
And I'm trying and like film because to me, y'all two, like
the world is too big, and you got two big characters. For one,
who brought the same
so
energy.
many things that we could do together. There's so many people that we could bring together, but yet you got an attitude about what? You are a grown-ass 50-year-old or about to be 50, whatever.
No, he like 52,
old
53.
You are. You're 50-something years old. You're twice my elder. Whatever you want to call it. I have no issue with you. But you continue to talk about me, I'm going to have to come to you.
Yeah.
And it's not violent, but it's, hey, man.
What the fuck?
We got family, we got kids. So why don't I talk about you online? Or why don't I talk about you publicly? Your family can see this. Your friends can see this. You got people that know you that can see this. So I'm not gonna disrespect you as a man, first of all.
Yeah.
But you keep doing it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to come talk to you man to man.
We here for let's Chassis. Let's do. I'm trying to tell you, we doing a TNT because I'm a fan of y'all.
I was finna roll up to the studio wherever he at and say, hey, yo, bro. What's the
I
deal?
roll with you. I roll. Listen, I roll right with you.
I ain't gonna front. Shaq is a bully. Let's keep it a beam, bro. Like, we've seen this man be consistent throughout his career, from the issues he had with Kobe. And you could tell back in the days, like, there was no reason for Shaq to break up that duo that he had with Kobe Bryant back in the days when they were winning consecutive championships. It was an ego trip. Kobe started getting more clout. Kobe was getting the last shots. Kobe was getting the recognition, and Shaq couldn't live with it. So Shaq wanted to prove that he could win a championship without Kobe, and he did. Like, he went with Dwayne Wade. But you kind of saw throughout Shaq's career that the dude it was was almost like he was always envious of players that, like, if you had a narrative of being better than Shaq, he always took it personal. And he even took that same energy into the broadcast. Like, it wasn't just Dwight Howard that Shaq was coming at. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember. You remember when he used to come at McGee? With the, I forgot what the highlight was called, but it was just like the bloopers of the day, and he would just hammer JaVale McGee. Like, watch it on YouTube if you got free time. Shaquille O'Neal used to come out of a lot of big men, and it was to the point where it's to the like guys got sick and tired of it. It stopped being funny. Shaq was someone to me that was always envious. If you put anybody in the same discussion with him as far as being an all-time great, if he ever felt like his aura was ever threatened, he took it personal. He was dismissive. Like, you couldn't tell me today, if Shaquille O'Neal was playing today, I promise you, he would still think he better than Joker. I promise you. Joker could average a triple-double with 30 points. Shaquille O'Neal would take it personal, bro. So it's crazy that, like, this has lasted so long with Dwight Howard, but Shaquille O'Neal has been like this for the longest. Now, he's a lovable guy. I'm not here to, like, shame Shaquille O'Neal, but he's definitely always been envious. Definitely envious.
I'm not it's not like a fearful thing or anything like that, but it's just like, yo,
So
we done passed the basketball. You not in the NBA. You done did your time. I done did my time.
Yeah.
And we still going.
Yeah.
We still going on with the pettiness. So at what point does it stop? And do you have a real issue? Because if you do have a real issue,
We know what the issue is,
let's
man.
move past it.
We know what the issue is.
If we gotta fight it out,
let's fight it out. Let's do what men do. And to me, I feel like Shaq is one of the real male leaders out here.
Okay, so if you are that real leader, sit down and have a conversation.
I know somebody. I know somebody that's like right with him. I'm gonna hit him because my and he don't even know because as a fan, I don't like it. As a fan, because by the way, Shaq fucks with everybody, but it felt like it was personal with you.
It do be personal. He done said stuff and he keeps saying stuff, and then certain things that I don't get on, it's because he has behind closed doors made sure that I'm not on it.
Kate, what's he supposed to call him? Dwight Howard with a K. No.
Even after Dwight Howard was retired from the NBA, Shaq was still dissing him. JJ Redick asked him in an interview, bro, what is your issue with Dwight? Out of all the guys you played against in the NBA, he seems to be the only person that you keep picking on. Why is that? Here's what Shaq said.
Of today's players, one is Dwight. I'm just curious, like, why? Why Dwight?
I have to like you to be able to say something about you. And I actually like Dwight. And sometimes I will add fuel to the fire to see what type of people they are. And if I say something and you respond sensitively, that shows me you don't have it. And a lot of times I just be playing. So am I serious when I talk about these guys? No, it's fun. I'm a fun guy.
Last week, Dwight Howard went on a podcast and he addressed his issues with Shaq. You can tell the issue has definitely been affecting Dwight. It got to a point where Dwight said, yo, for my respect, I'm ready to throw dick beaters with Shaq. This disrespect has to stop, and it has to stop now.
All right, Shaq, he's 7'3", 7'2", big old, that's him. Never disrespected him.
Yeah.
But he's always had something to say. And, there's times where I gotten upset and I'm like, yo, Shaq, this got to stop, man.
Oh, so you actually talked to him about it?
I tried to. I literally, during Dancing with the Stars.
Responded to Dwight and he folded. He said, Dwight Howard, the fact you think I care about you is funny, but I won't ever bring your name up again, sensitive big man. A jokester that can't take a joke. I won't ever say your name again, ever again. Have a great day, and now you have been deleted. Have a great day. Hashtag I never cared. Hashtag trust me. Hashtag don't need validation.
Like Shaq, yo, I ain't gonna front. Shaq is full of it. Shaq, this whole tweet is all over the place. The fact you think I care about you is funny, but I won't ever bring your name up again. Yo, Shaq isn't just a huge troll, but then to call him a sensitive big man, a jokester that can't take a joke, won't ever say your name again. Have a great day. And now you've been deleted. Like, if you don't really care, why are you deleting the man? If you don't really care, if it's nothing really personal, why are you really deleting him? When you know you're the one that's constantly been pushing his buttons, Shaq. Dwight Howard has never really came at you. Everything has always been in retaliation to the things that you've done. You've done the same things to JaVale McGee. You've done the same things to Rudy Gobert. Like, bro, you have a track record, Shaquille. Like, we're just gonna keep it a bean. And a lot of it just really comes across as envious. Now, is it tongue-in-cheek? Maybe, you know what I'm saying? But it just really comes across as a grown man being really petty. But then when you being held accountable, you try to act like you being funny. It's a joke. Bro, you've been coming at Dwight Howard for over 10 years. That's one hell of a joke, huh? Eventually, it stops being funny.
You do. Hashtag stay off podcast. Hashtag the fact you think I care is funny. Hashtag you gotta show respect to get respect. And then finally, Shaq says hashtag now you're dead to me. I don't know about you guys, but that Shaq response seems a little bit sensitive. You can't be sensitive while you're trying to call somebody else out for being sensitive. And you gotta realize also, some people do not play the same way that you play. My brother in Christ, you're 50+-year-old. I'm about to turn 40. Why are we still beefing with each other? Why are we still doing this? Now, Dwight Howard quickly responded back to Shaq on Twitter. He said, I know you care, because your insecure has been hating and talking shit for 20 years. You too big to be this insecure. I hope you don't bring my name up again. 52 years old tweeting me and still hitting. Now all this time you was joking. You always been jealous. Jealous of Kobe, Penny, D-Wade. You jealous of Charles too. Go move around, big lazy insecure ass. I still have that long 5-paragraph DM you sent me a couple years ago telling me that I'm not that great to hate. And you're still doing it. It's 2025. Grow the hell up and move on. Sheesh, god damn. I did not have a Dwight Howard crash out on my bingo card in 2025. Listen, man, we have to have an intervention right now. Somebody go get Jokic, LeBron, Chris Paul, and Wally Zerbiak. We need to make peace between these two big men. In all seriousness, I do hope this is the end of their back and forth. Both these guys have made their marks in NBA history, and they're both rich. There's nothing else to argue about. You guys have to set a good example for the upcoming big men in NBA. And plus, I'm sorry, it's 2025. We should not be talking about Dwight Howard and Shaq still beefing right now. You guys get in the comments below what you guys think about these responses from Shaq.
And like I said, from the outside looking in, it definitely looks like Shaquille O'Neal has always been envious of Dwight Howard because he's shown signs of being envious of other superstars. Now, if you're just a bum, he's just going to roast you. He's just going to clown you like he's always has. But he's always been the type to take shots at even great players. You know what I mean? And he's playing this kiddie game of trying to act like, oh, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. But bro, when you're consistently being a pest and you're consistently being a bully, and even Dwight Howard was just like, all right, like it was all tongue-in-cheek, we were going back and forth, but now we grown. I'm out the league now, and you still coming at me. How's this still supposed to be fun or, you know, to be taken in a joking manner if years later you're still doing the same tactics? After a while, it just gets old. So you want to call Dwight Howard sensitive, but all these hashtags telling the man he's dead to you when he even said, and Dwight Howard even said in the podcast, he's just trying to have a conversation. It just seems like Shaquille O'Neal is the one that's on guard, the one that's being defensive, the one that's really, he just kind of seems like a bully. Y'all let me know in the comment section. I'm going to holler at you guys next video. This Shaquille and Dwight Howard beef, the fact that it's still kind of going on, if Shaquille wants to take the route of deleting him and treating Dwight Howard like he's dead, that's his right, man. Hopefully this shit comes to an end. I'm going to holler at you guys next video. I'm your host, Gabos. Yeah, Mamba out.